one of making silk shorts is to create a pattern. And I find it easiest to use your jeans just because the material is stiffer and it's easier to make a pattern from it. And mine are high-waisted, so that's why I started the waistband a little below the actual waist of my jeans. But if you're using non-high-waisted jeans, just mark it from the regular waistband. And you can see that I added a few inches all the way around just to make sure I have enough room for a seam allowance, and also because I don't want the shorts to be as tight as skinny jeans, so just make sure you leave enough room for that. So once you're done connecting the lines, just go ahead and cut your pattern out. So once you're done creating the pattern, just go ahead and cut the pieces out. I'm using an old dress just because I've had it for so long and I never wear it anymore, but I still think that the fabric is so gorgeous that I just definitely wanted to still keep it in my closet another way. So I'm just repurposing the dress to make it into shorts. But if you don't have anything like that in your closet that you want to cut up, then I definitely suggest finding some silk or faux silk fabric. If you are repurposing an old dress like me, just make sure you line up the bottom hem so you don't have to re-sew the hem later. And now I'm just placing the pattern piece on top of the fabric, and you could either pin it before you cut it out, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. And once I've cut out the pattern piece on one, I'm going to flip it over and cut out the second piece just so that both pieces are the same size and shape. Now we're halfway done with this tutorial, and the next step is just to pin it and sew the leg crotch seam. So after I pin it, I'm just going to go ahead and sew a straight stitch straight down that seam about 1/4 of an inch. And once you've done that, you want to go ahead and turn one right side out, but leaving one of the other ones wrong side out, so we have one of each. Now for step 4, you just want to go ahead and take the leg that you flipped right side out and put it inside the other leg, making sure that the crotch seams line up perfectly. And then you want to go and just pin down the U shape that's unsewn. And once you're done pinning that down, you just want to go ahead and sew along that U shape. Now it's time to create the waistband, and to do this you want to make sure that your shorts are wrong side out. All I'm doing is basically folding up my fabric on the waistband and folding it once more so it has a clean edge like so. And you want to make sure that the thickness of the waistband fold will fit the thickness of your elastic. And once you're done folding it, you could either pin it down, or I just chose to just fold and sew as I went, but that is a lot harder, so I definitely suggest pinning it before sewing. And you want to make sure that you don't sew all the way around because you still have to fit the elastic through it. Using a bobby pin or a safety pin, you want to go ahead and feed your elastic through, and below I'll have how to fit the elastic so it fits your waist and your shorts. And you basically just feeding the elastic through until it comes out on the other side. And once you've done that, it's time to sew that together. And you basically just want to take your elastic and lay it flat and just do a couple straight stitches over on top of the elastic so it doesn't snap or doesn't break. And I'm doing straight stitches because I'm going to end up serging it anyway, but if you don't have a serger, I definitely suggest using a stronger stitch like a zigzag stitch. But once you're done doing that, just sew and fold the rest of the shorts shut and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and definitely leave any requests you have down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
In a dark room, in cold sheets, I can't feel a damn thing. I lost my